Coming at you live with another late night Russell Talk video. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Maxine Dupree got it done. What a fucking moment, man. I'm so beyond excited. I proved all the doubters wrong. I said what I said exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. So I wait for somebody to hop on, man. I'll go ahead and get right in the topic. Knowing everybody sleep. What's going on, Anthony? How you living, my guy? What's going on? Hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. About to go ahead and get right to it, man. Um, but man, what a fucking moment. What a moment, man. It feels so good to be a Maxine Dupree fan. I became a Maxine Dupree fan right on time. I feel so good, man. I feel so good. I called it right down the middle. I called it right down the middle. I did too. I did too. I mentioned her in my story too. Hopefully she respond back. I would love to get a follow back from Maxine Dupree. But yes, like I said, I called it right down the fucking middle. I said she was gonna win the title and she won it. She did exactly what I said she was gonna do. And I love the fact that I proved all these toxic haters. I proved all these toxic fans wrong. That said she wasn't gonna get it done. I proved them all wrong that said she wasn't gonna get it done. But one thing I will say, well, actually, I said both. I said it could have went either way with her winning the women's IC title from, you know what I'm saying, um, Becky Lynch. I more so thought she was going to win it in a clean fashion. But the beat, you know what I'm saying, plan B happened. AJ Lee returned. AJ Lee actually returned tonight. What's going on, Devon Daily? Welcome to the chat, man. But anyway, so AJ Lee returned, just as I said. So I said AJ Lee could return, and that's what But like I said, I more so thought Maxine Dupree was going to win against Becky in a clean fashion. She was going to pin Becky clean. But like I said, I also said that AJ Lee could return and Maxine Dupree capitalized and win the match. So yeah, I also did say that. No, I thought that I also thought that Maxine Dupree was going to win the match in a clean fashion. But I also said that AJ Lee could return and Maxine Dupree also win the title, and that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? AJ Lee returned, and she caused Becky Lynch the match. She caused Becky Lynch the match, and Maxine Dupree capitalized and won the women's IC title. Hey, what's up? If you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. So, yeah, man, what a fucking moment. What a moment. What a moment. I became a Maxine Dupree fan right on time. And what I said was going to happen, happened. Maxine Dupree dethroned Becky for the women's IC title. Yep. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Are you a wrestling fan? I need to know. But anyway, man, back to Maxine Dupree. This topic is about Maxine Dupree more so, but I talk about other topics too, just to stretch the video out longer. But man, what a night. What a night. I told y'all, man. I told y'all Maxine Dupree was gonna win the title. No one believed me. No one, no, people hate it. They said she won't gonna get it done, and I know somebody is having a meltdown about that shit right now. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know he's having a down meltdown, and these other Becky Lynch fans and stands are having a meltdown about her Maxine Dupree winning the title because they just knew she won't win. I told you. I told them Becky was going to put Maxine over. I told them Maxine Dupri was not getting this mega push from Becky Lynch for nothing, and she won't go win the title. It wouldn't have made sense. Her mega push against Becky would have been for nothing. I told them. I told them Maxine Dupri was going to win. I told them she was going to get it done. And she did exactly just that. And I know some is going to hate. I know he's somewhere having a fucking meltdown. A lot of these Becky Lynch fans is having a meltdown. I told y'all, Maxine Dupri is a star. She's a star. And now the next thing, what I hope is she keeps that title longer than they expect. She keeps that title longer than they expect. Now, she keeps to up to 100 days, that'll be fine, because that'll be her first title win. What's up? What's up? We got 23 people up in the building. That's what's up. But told y'all, man, Maxine Dupri wasn't getting this mega push against Becky Lynch for nothing. I knew she was going to win. Ain't no way she won't go win the title from Becky, and how she was, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't just want no way she won't go win the title. Hey, what's up, Alessa? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Just want no way she won't go win the title, and Becky Lynch was triggered by her like this. She was getting this mega push against Becky. No, so just want no way she won't go win the title where she was getting this mega push against Becky. Look how before the match started, when the ring announcer was you know what I'm saying, was going to announce the both of them. Becky, as soon as she announced Maxine Dupri, Becky Lynch got right in her face just talking shit. Okay, I said, okay, see right here, Maxine Dupri got the win. I said, no, when Becky Lynch was in her face like that, talking shit to her in the ring, that's when I said, yep, Maxine Dupri got this in the bag. Maxine Dupri got this win and the women's IC title in the bag. She got this win and the new women's IC title in the bag, just how Becky Lynch started off acting. I knew it. I know it's a lot of pissed off fans right now. I know it. I know it's a lot of pissed off fans right now. Yeah, exactly, Devon Daly. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Probably doing a live video right now, hating like hell. Hope Maxine Dupri don't keep that title long. I hope she keeps it longer than they expected. But if she keeps it maybe up to 100 days, that'll be fine. Because that is her first title run, and 100 days is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because she reached 100 days. Becky Lynch, better Mercedes Moné, sick of her. I'm sick of both of them. I'm glad Maxine won the title. So all these fans going to be hating. There's going to be some pissed off fans having a whole lot to say. Pour me something to drink, y'all. Hey, Hitman. I saw a short revealing her win. Could you give some highlights? I don't watch WWE anymore. I'm giving highlights right now, man. I'm giving highlights right now. This video is dedicated to Maxine Dupri. This video is dedicated to Maxine Dupri. I'm giving highlights right now. If you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Thirsty, y'all. So you start watching yeah, I can understand why, man. WWE ain't that cracked up what it used to be back in the day. WWE back with WWE when it was called WWF back in the early 90s, mid 90s and late 90s. You know what I'm saying? It was at its peak. Even in the early 2000s when they switched it to WWE, it was at its peak for a little while until the PG era hit. When the PG era hit, that's when WWE went completely downhill. It got worse and worse ever since. But yeah, man, Maxine Dupree, she's an upcoming star. She's an upcoming star. You know what I'm saying? She's one of my favorite female wrestlers. I became a massive Maxine Dupree fan, like maybe a year ago. You know what I'm saying? No, more than a year ago. I became a fan of Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree became one of my favorite female wrestlers like a couple of months ago. So I've been a massive fan of hers for a couple of months now. Chelsea Green, Maxine, both bestie and their champion. Exactly. I tell you, when the moment Chelsea Green captured her second U.S. women's title, that's when I said that Maxine Dupree is definitely on her way. That's when Chelsea Green captured her second women's U.S. title. That's when I said Maxine Dupree is definitely all is there. I said when Chelsea Green first captured her, you know what I'm saying, second U.S. Women's title. That's when I said Maxine Dupree is definitely on her way to capturing her first women's IC title. It was well deserving. What a moment, man. Like I said, what a fucking moment. Maxine Dupree is the star, I think, not an upcoming star. She's the star now. She's now officially the star. She's the star. I take that back. She's the star now. She's the damn no, she's not a star. She's a mega star. She's a mega star. She didn't even capture her first piece of championship tag team gold. She captured her first mid card women's title. In my book, Maxine Dupree is a mega star. She's a damn mega star. I don't care who else, I don't care what nobody else say. In my book, she's a damn mega star. She captured her first mid card women's title. In my book, she's a mega star. So Maxine Dupree, like I said, man, if it, I mean, what a fucking night. What a night, man. What a moment. It feels good to be a Maxine Dupree fan right now. And the thing is, like I said, I knew she was going to win. I told everybody she was going to win that title from Becky Lynch. There was no way she wasn't going to win. And as I said before, I said, what did I say? No, so I said Maxine Dupree already was a massive underdog. She was the biggest underdog in the women's division. The biggest underdog in the women's division. Maxine Dupree, a year ago, got booed out of the house show into tonight, dethroning Becky for the women's IC title. What a fucking moment. What a 360 change, man. What a 360 change. A year ago, Maxine Dupree went to getting booed out of the arena at a house show by all the fans, to a year later having, you know what I'm saying, her second best match against Becky Lynch, to now dethroning Becky for the women's IC title. What a fucking 360 turnaround, man. What a 360 turnaround. Maxine Dupree a year ago got booed out of the arena at a house show by all the fans, to a year later having her second best match against Becky Lynch, to you know what I'm saying, dethroning Becky Lynch tonight on Monday Night Raw for the women's IC title. What a moment. What a Kodak moment. Now these fans can hate and say what they want to say. They can hate and say what they want to say. She got it done. She got it done just as I knew she would. She got it done just as I knew she would. So it's definitely gonna be a whole lot of hating going on in the IWC wrestling community about Maxine Dupree winning the women's IC title. People gonna be saying she's not gonna keep it long, just like somebody did in my chat yesterday. They're gonna saying she's not gonna keep it on. She's gonna keep it for probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and then she's gonna lose the title. Nah, nah. I hope she keeps it longer than what people expect. I hope she keeps it way longer than what the fans want her to. The toxic fans. What a fucking moment to be a Maxine Dupree fan. Tell you, man, I love being right about my favorite female wrestlers. I love being right. The only difference is it's too bad, and it's too bad Lana got released 4 years ago, man. Cause what a Kodak moment it would have been to see Lana win her first piece of championship tag team gold with Naomi. That would have been a great start for Lana. But Vince McMahon released her. If you know what I'm saying, so I hate that Lana, didn't get a chance to succeed and win her first piece of championship tag team gold with Naomi because when Lana teamed up with Naomi, Lana had became half decent. She became half decent at best. So I'm a huge fan of Lana too, and I called it with Lana. Everybody used to hate on me for being a fan of Lana and all that, saying I only like her because she's a blonde and all that kind of thing. Saying I only like her because she's a blonde white girl and all that kind of shit. That has nothing to do with it. Saying I only like, saying Lana saying Lana only one of my favorite female wrestlers because she a blonde white girl, and that has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Lana's one of my favorite female wrestlers because Lana was a believable talent. But they said Lana was like they said I was only a fan of Lana, and people said that Lana's only one of my favorite female wrestlers because what I'm saying I like what I'm saying blonde white girls or whatever, all that kind of crap. And that has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But Lana, I saw a lot of potential in Lana. Lana is one of my favorite female wrestlers because I saw a lot of potential in Lana. You know what I'm saying? And Lana, I knew Lana was a believable talent. And as time went by, Lana got better and better, just as I predicted. I called it, and I said that Lana is gonna eventually pin Nia Jax clean. And what happened? Nia pinned Nia Jax clean, just as I called it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, Lana was going to, eventually pin Nia Jax clean. And she was going to pin Shayna Baszler too, whether if it was a clean fashion or a dirty fashion. And I said that she was going to eventually beat Nia Jax in a tables match. And what happened? Lana eventually pinned Nia Jax clean, just as I said she would. And Lana also finally beat Nia Jax in a table match, just as I said she would, and she pinned Shayna Baszler in a match, just as I said she would. Although it wasn't clean, but a win is a win. See, I watched Lana grow, and I knew Lana was going to grow and process as a better wrestler. I said all of this before it even happened. And what happened? Later on down the line, she got better and better, just as I said she would. And I felt so damn good about it. Because I believed in Lana, unlike a lot of people did. And Lana is one of my favorite female wrestlers. I sure miss her in the ring. I miss her. And that's who Maxine Dupree reminds me so much of. Too bad Lana got released. And Lana would have been perfect to win her first piece of championship tag team gold with Naomi. I thought that was going to happen. I thought Lana was on her way to winning her first piece of championship tag team gold with Naomi. But Vince McMahon just had to fucking release her. I was pissed because I wanted to see Lana win her first piece of championship tag team gold with Naomi. But uh, so That's who Maxine Dupree reminds me so much of, Lana. The only difference is Maxine Dupree won her first mid-card women's title. Maxine Dupree won her first mid-card women's title just as I knew she was. I called it. I called the whole damn thing. What a moment, man. What a moment. What a fucking moment. So now Lana needs to move on. Lana needs to move on. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler did return, but yeah, he did lose to Solo. Yeah, that is true. He lost to Solo. That's true. Yeah. I say he should have won too. He definitely jobbed out to Solo. He should have won. He should have won his returning match. I tell you what's gonna happen though. Um, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Nikki Bella is gonna be a decent match. It's gonna be a decent match at Survivor Series War Game. It's gonna deliver. It's gonna be a decent match. It's gonna be a decent match because Stephanie Valkyrie is gonna carry Nikki Bella through the match. But here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Brie Bella is gonna return at Survivor Series War Games and try to call Stephanie Valkyrie the match so Nikki Bella can win the title. Because people has been saying that Nikki Bella could win, and that could have that then Liv Morgan returns a year later, and we get Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella at WrestleMania 41, and they finish off their feud. Um, can't really say that would be a bad idea because we were set to have Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella anyway. So that could possibly happen. But I don't think they're gonna go with that solution. I think they're gonna go with either Roxanne Perez or Raquel Rodriguez winning the title from Stephanie Valkyrie. And we get Liv Morgan versus either one of them at WrestleMania 42 for the women's world title. And she dethrones either of them for the women's world title in a great match and walk out the new women's world champion. That's what I think is going to happen. We'll see how it all plays out. We'll see how it all plays out. That's the best solution I can give. But so yeah, and I can tell y'all right now, we got Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena at Survivor Series War Games. I can tell you right now Finn Balor is going to pull that trigger on Dominic Mysterio. He's going to pull that trigger. He's going to pull the trigger on Dominic Mysterio. He's going to officially turn on Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series War Games. Mark my words. He's going to fuck Dominic over, he's going to fuck Dominic over, and cause him not to win the match. And John Cena's going to retain. But Maxine Dupree, yeah, she did the damn thing. She did the damn thing. Man, she did the damn thing. Nah, I haven't heard anything about Bianca returning or whatnot. If you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Far as I've been knowing is Bianca still got a hand injury. So I don't know when exactly she's gonna be returning. Word is she could be returning at the Women's Royal Rumble too. But the person that I want that I'm pretty sure is going to return, who I want to return because I'm gonna pop like I never popped before, is Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan needs to win the Women's Royal Rumble. But So yeah, man. I'm beyond excited, man. It feels good to be a what a night it is. What a night. What a damn day, dude, to be a Maxine Dupree fan. What a night it is, man, to be a Maxine Dupree fan. It was a Kodak moment. Maxine Dupree definitely did her thing. All these toxic fans can hate all the fuck they want to, and I hope she keep that title longer than they expect. What bully you talking about? I think I know who you're talking about. What bully was it? Cause I think I blocked them. I think I know you're talking about. Nah, he ain't a damn bully. He a troll. But I bet you right now, no, he wasn't a bully. He was a troll. I won't call his ass no damn bully. No, he 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 was a troll. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he wouldn't say that shit to my face. No, trolls gonna run their mouth all day long. They can run their mouth all day long until you walk up on them. Then all that shit they talking go out the window. I mean, he wasn't harassing me because I was ignoring him. Nah, trust me, like I said, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have said none of that shit to my face. If we was in person, he wouldn't have said none of that shit in my face. I can assure you that. Yeah, I wasn't worried about his ass, but I went on and blocked him anyway. I went on and just blocked him. Yeah, he was just a troll. Yeah, he was just a troll. Yeah, trust me, he wouldn't say that shit in my face. But I walked up on him right down, you know what I'm saying? His ass to go the other way. I walked up on him right now. All that shit he was talking on my video, I go out the window. So I ain't worried about him. But I still blocked him though, cause I ain't got time for no trolls. Yeah, I think I know you talking about, and he even had the nerve to subscribe to my channel just to comment on my videos, talking shit. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and block this dude. Let me block him. But if I walked up on his ass right now, he wouldn't say none of that shit to my face. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's get back to the video. I'm about to talk about him. But yeah, so yeah, man, you know, Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree overcame the odds. She overcame the odds. I hope you're having a great day. I am new to the live. I would like to get better. Okay, hold on. Anyway, so so yeah, man. That was next to Maxine Dupree. Have Maxine Dupree to be a fighting champion. Have her to be a fighting champion. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't. If you're not a wrestling fan, you in the wrong channel. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Anyway, but yeah, Maxine Dupree, have her to defend that title. Have Maxine Dupree to defend that title against a lot of people. Have Maxine Dupree, yeah, Maxine Dupree versus La Valkyrie in the IC title match will cook. Maxine Dupree versus Bayley. Have her to face all these big names for that women's IC title and she retains. I'm telling you, that will solidify Maxine Dupree's legacy. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I'm new to the live. Would you like to get a better idea of your morals? Could you please provide your profession, body count, and your religion? Thank you very. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Mine is too unemployed Christian. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I really don't. I really don't. Anyway, bro, you asking me too many questions, man. For real. I work at I'm an inventory clerk. I work at Oldbury. Bro, you asking me too many questions. I'm not answering all those questions. Anyway, anyway, so yeah, tonight, so have Maxine Dupree to, you know what I'm saying, defend her title against La Valkyria, Bayley, you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice if they bring, it would be nice if they bring Ivy Now back to WWE. Bring her back to WWE, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And, have her to defend the title against Ivy Now. Because Maxine Dupree defending the title against those big names like Bayley, La Valkyria, especially Bayley, because Bayley is a veteran. So have La Valkyria, have La Valkyria biggest test to defend her title against Bayley. That would be La Valkyria's biggest test right there. And she over not La Valkyria, but no, I'm saying Bayley would be not live, but Bayley would be Maxine Dupree biggest test to defend the women's IC title against. And Maxine Dupree retains against Bayley. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Maxine Dupree overcomes Bayley and retain her women's IC title. You know what I'm saying? And that would solidify Maxine Dupree's legacy as the women's IC champion. Yeah, man, you good? We good. We good. Anyway, so yeah. Why Brock Lesnar back? Can't stand him. But I don't know. I guess he's gonna be a part of the Survivor Series team. That's why he's back. Yeah, because we got Roman Reigns back too. So Brock and Roman Reigns are going to be the two leaders of the Survivor Series team. Brock is going to lead the Vision, and Roman Reigns is going to lead CM Punk's team. It was pretty. I was happy to see Roman Reigns back tonight. Tell you what, Roman Reigns hit Brock with a nice Superman punch. He took Brock right off his feet with that one swoop. He had a lot of force behind that punch. What are you talk? Let me get you out of here, man. Anyway, But so yeah, man. Like so, Maxine Dupree biggest test to defend the women's IC title against is Bayley, because Bayley is a veteran. She's a veteran just like Becky Lynch. So have Maxine Dupree to defend her women's IC title against Bayley and successfully retain, and that would solidify Maxine Dupree's legacy as the women's IC champion. That would solidify her legacy to retain against one of the biggest names in WWE Women's Division today, Bayley. That would definitely solidify Maxine Dupree's legacy as the women's IC champion when she goes up against Bayley and defend her women's IC title against Bayley and successfully retains. And like I said, that would solidify Maxine Dupree legacy as the women's IC champion. You know what I'm saying? It would, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it would definitely elevate her career. I'm telling you, it would definitely elevate her career as the women's IC champion to heights it's never been before. Ain't said heights never been before, but to, you know what I'm saying, higher heights. And have her to defend it against La Valkyrie and retain. Have her to defend her women's IC title against some big names, and she retains. Yes, I'm telling you, it would be a real competition. Yes, have Maxine Dupree to, you know what I'm saying, to you have Maxine Dupree has Maxine Dupree to defend her women's IC title against, you know what I'm saying, her biggest challenge yet, Bayley, and successfully retains. And like I said, that would solidify Maxine Dupree legacy as the women's IC champion. You know what I'm saying? And it will elevate her career to higher heights. But yeah, also have her to defend it against Natty. Now Natalya is one of my favorite female wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Natalya one of my favorite female wrestlers, and I do like her better than Maxine Dupree. But Natalya and Maxine Dupree, but Natalya and Maxine Dupree both are two of my favorite female wrestlers. But I do like Natty better. But to be fair, Maxine Dupree needs to retain against Natty when, you know what I'm saying, when she faced Natty for the IC title. Because I can see Natty challenging Maxine Dupree for the women's IC title. I don't know. She might be in, well, Natty has been wrestling in another wrestling company. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, somebody said Maxine Dupree versus Natty for the women's IC title. Yeah, I can see that happening. And I can see Maxine Dupree retaining. And like I said, Natalya and Maxine Dupree are two of my favorite female wrestlers. But I do like Natalya better. But I can see Maxine Dupree retaining against Natalya too for the women's IC title, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm all for it. But then I can see Natalya Maxine Dupree shaking hands after the match. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. So I wouldn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that. So yeah. And she needs to face the Natalya that be wearing that, you know what I'm saying, black singlet with the white boots and got the mouthpiece in her mouth. That Natty right, that version of Natty is a fucking machine. She's a machine. She needs to face that version of Natty with the black singlet, the white boots, and got the mouthpiece in her mouth. Maxine Dupree needs to face that version of Natty. That's gonna tell you that Maxine Dupree needs. She needs to face Natty with the black singlet, the white boots, and the mouthpiece in her mouth. That's the version of Natty that Maxine Dupree needs to face for the women's IC title. That shit will cook. That will cook. So I know it's gonna be a lot of people mad as hell that Maxine Dupree won. I know it's a lot of people mad as hell tonight that Maxine Dupree won the women's IC title. But look at the pop she got though. Look at the pop she got. They probably thought she was going to get booed. Hell no. And I'm gonna say something else. She's gonna be a better champion than Jade Cargill. She's gonna be a better champion than Jade Cargill. Mark my words. Because she's already was a massive underdog. So the best way to book Maxine Dupree as the women's IC champion, have her to defend the title against some big names. Have her to defend her women's IC title against the big names like Bayley, Laura Valkyria, people like that. You have her to defend the title against the big names like Natalia, Bayley, Laura Valkyria. You know what I'm saying? Wrestlers like that. That would elevate her. That would elevate her career as the women's IC champion. Oh hell yeah! She defends her women's IC title against Roxanne Perez. That will cook. That will cook. She defended against Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Oscar. You know what I'm saying? She can defend against Raquel Rodriguez. Like I'm to have her defend against some big names, and she retains. That would get Maxine Dupree over. Well, she's already over now, but that would get her even more over. Yes, they are. I'm telling you what would have really solidified her resume, man. If she would have tapped Becky Lynch out with the ankle lock. If she would have tapped Becky Lynch out with the ankle lock tonight, man, that would have solidified her resume. It would have solidified. Yeah, they definitely would wrestle circles around Jade. She's gonna get a rematch against Becky Lynch, I'm sure of it. But like I said, she needs to keep that title and move on. They don't need to have Becky Lynch to win the damn title back. No, let Maxine Dupree win that title and move on. Jade Cargill exposed Bianca Belair, Charlotte. Well, not yet, because they haven't wrestled all yet, Alyssa. They got to have a match. If Jade Cargill goes up against Charlotte or Bianca Belair and she's still wrestling like that, yeah, she's definitely going to get exposed. She's definitely going to get exposed by Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, and Bianca. Cause I can if she goes up against Oscar in a one-on-one, if she goes up against Charlotte Flair in a one-on-one match, I wouldn't be surprised if the crowd be saying this is awful. I'm telling you, it might. For Bianca, they say this is awful. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at how I felt bad for B Fab, not even the biggest fan of B Fab, but I mean, I felt bad for her. Because how she had to carry Jade in that match and she had to slow her down the pace up just to make her look good. And we know B Fab can wrestle. She trained in Natalia's dungeon. And she had to make this girl look dominant. She had to make her look dominant. I felt bad for B Fab. I felt bad. Cause we all know B Fab can go in that ring. We all know B Fab is a believable talent. But watch the hate now. Now that Maxine Dupree has become the women's IC champion, watch the hate she gets. Watch the hate she gets. Watch the hate she gets. Telling y'all. Telling y'all, man. Telling y'all. This ain't nothing. Watch fans be taking shots at her. They're gonna be trolling her and everything. I can assure you that. As a massive fan of B-Fab, that match pissed me off. I know it did. I know it pissed you off. I know it all pissed you off, man. That's just like if Natalia wrestled Jade and I watched Natalia get dominated by Jade like that. That would have, you know what I'm saying, pissed me off. Cause I know Natalia can wrestle. Man, I'd have felt like Natalia got buried. I would have felt like Natalia got buried. But yeah, so yeah, man, I felt bad for B-Fab. But now that Maxine Dupree got it done, I want to see her move on and defend that title. Not Becky winning the bet. I want to see her move on and defend that title. Cause she got some tough competition coming her way. Maxine Dupree being that she was a massive underdog, she got some tough competition coming her way. I mean, tough competition. It ain't gonna get no easier. She got to go through Bayley. She got some tough competition coming her way. She got to go through live. You know what I'm saying? She got to go through Bayley. She got to go through Live Valkyria. Yeah. She got some. You know what I'm saying? She got to go through Bayley. She got to go through Oscar. She got to go through Kairi Sane. She got to go through Roxanne Perez. She got to go. She got to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Bayley. She got to go through Oscar. She got to go through Kairi Sane. She got to go through Laura Valkyrie. She got to go through Roxanne Perez. She got to go through Raquel Rodriguez. She has some tough competition coming her way, and she needs to retain against all of them to solidify her legacy as the women's IC champion, being that she was the massive underdog. Have her to retain in some hard fought matches, because we know she can wrestle. I always thought she could wrestle. I felt like they purposely had her holding back to make her look, you know what I'm saying, clueless in the ring. So yeah, so yeah, so I want to see Maxine Dupree defending that title. Don't have her holding that title hostage. Don't. Hell no. I do not want her being like Julia. That's gonna piss me off. Have her be a fighting champion. Make her be a fighting champion. But she needs to retain against. I'm pretty sure Becky's gonna get a rematch. She's gonna get a rematch, and they don't need to have her defending the title against Bayley about 2 or 3 times to have this feud be long term and Bayley win the fucking title back. That's gonna piss me off. That is gonna piss me the fuck off. No. When Maxine Dupree wins, you know what I'm saying, if it goes up against Becky for the second time, that needs to be it for Becky Lynch. Let Maxine Dupree move on to defend the title and make new feuds with other female wrestlers. That's what they need to do, man. So nah, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So So I hope they do that. Hope they make the right call, man. I hope they make the right call. It's gonna piss me off if Becky wins it back. Nah. Live Valkyrie needs to move on as the women's IC title. And she need to be looked at. She needs to be taken serious as the women's IC champion. She needs to be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I would love for her to keep it past 100 days, but if she only keeps it for 100 days, then I'll be fine with that. Cause that is her very first title run. It ain't the end of the world. She's just getting started. This is her very first title. This is her very first title win, so she still got a whole lot of time ahead of her to win more titles and catching more titles. So if she only reaches up to 100 days, then that's fine. I can accept that. I can accept that, because, like I said, this is her very first title win. You know what I'm saying? Because Tiffany Stratton first NXT title win in NXT, she only kept it for 100 days. At least she reached 100 days, unlike Liv Morgan did. That pissed me off how they did Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan only kept the title for 98 days. Bullshit. Bullshit. They did it dirty, but it was Ronda Rousey crybaby ass that didn't want to put Liv Morgan over. But my whole thing is with the Liv Morgan situation. They shouldn't have had Liv Morgan to win the title right at Money in the Bank. They should have just had her to cash in on Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. They could have done it like that. Then Liv Morgan could move on to you know what I'm saying, to defend the title and make new feuds against other you know what I'm saying, female wrestlers. But notice Shayna Baszler was a sport. She put Liv Morgan over. Ronda Rousey wants to be the fucking cry baby. That's why I'm glad she don't come back. Don't let her come back. Don't bring her back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Liv Morgan's second title run was much longer, but still, she shouldn't have lost that fucking feud to Rhea Ripley. She shouldn't have lost that feud in that title to Rhea Ripley. That pissed me off. She lost the feud in the title to Rhea Ripley. I didn't watch no more Raw on Netflix after that. So, like I said, back to Maxine Dupree. They need to book her. They need to book her to be taken seriously as you know what I'm saying, a fighting champion. Javon Nevins showed out tonight. Can't lie. Oh yeah, that's nothing to lie about. He did. Yeah, he gave Gunther a fight. He gave Gunther a fight. Yeah. She's another Goldberg too. Yeah, she's another Goldberg too. Just like hold on, I'm trying to read. I'm reading comments, man. That's why I'm kind of quiet. Just like Akira Tozawa and Gunther. Yeah, yeah, true. But So yeah, man. But so yeah, so yeah, man. What a fucking night. The best night of Raw, man. The only best part of Raw is Maxine Dupree winning the IC title. That's the best part of Raw. Oh yeah, and I want to talk about Alexa Bliss too. Yeah, I want to talk about her too. Can't leave her out. All right, man. Okay. I'm a massive fan of Alexa Bliss. She's my top favorite female wrestler. I don't go against her for nobody. But I gotta be honest, man. What Alexa Bliss said tonight, I was like, Alexa Bliss, come on now. Alexa Bliss said that she trusted Charlotte Flair and her and Charlotte Flair were friends. I said, Alexa Bliss, are you serious? This is the same person that ripped your doll to shreds 4 years ago at Extreme Rules. And you had to go to therapy behind that. And you calling this person your friend. And she said Charlotte Flair didn't answer none of her phone calls when she called her. So I see where this is going to go. Charlotte Flair is going to turn on Alexa Bliss. And like you said, but Alexa Bliss, that was stupid for Alexa Bliss to say that she trusts Charlotte Flair. Out of all people, how the hell you going to trust Charlotte Flair? That is Ric Flair's daughter. If Ric Flair was the dirtiest player in the game and you could never trust Ric Flair back then, what the hell made Alexa Bliss think she could trust Charlotte Flair? What? So that irritated me a little bit. I said, Alexa Bliss, come on now. And she was like how she didn't listen to people, but they was trying to tell her about Charlotte Flair. Okay, that I can understand coming from some fans or whatever. But at the same time, you say you won't listen to the fans, but Alexa Bliss, this is the same person that you faced off against for the second time at Extreme Rules, and you lost, and you're saying that you trust her and y'all friends. No, you say you trust her. That's what blows my mind. It's the same person that ripped your dog to shreds 4 years ago at Extreme Rules. And don't get me wrong, like I said, Alexa Bliss is my top favorite female wrestler. I don't go against Alexa Bliss for nobody. But that really blew my mind when Alexa Bliss said that her and Charlotte Flair were friends and she trusted Charlotte. I said, Alexa Bliss, I was like, Booker T, tell me you didn't just say that. I was like, come on now. Come on now. Tell me you didn't just say that. This is the same damn person that ripped your dog Lily to shreds 4 years ago at Extreme Rules, and you had to go to therapy behind that. You spent weeks and weeks to recover behind that shit. And you said you trusted Charlotte Flair? Come on, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. That really blew my damn mind. And what I think is Charlotte Flair is going to turn on her ass. But all I'm going to say to that is I still hope the story ends with Alexa Bliss getting her first pinfall on Charlotte Flair, getting her first redemption match. Like I said, I hope the story ends with Alexa Bliss getting her first redemption match against Charlotte Flair by pinning her for the first time in her career. So I hope the story ends with Alexa Bliss getting her first redemption match against Charlotte Flair by pinning her for the first time in her career, and to build her resume that she's pinned all four of the Four Horsewomen, and she also avenges her doll Lily. So yeah, man, you know. So yeah, man, but so I can see Alexa Bliss is going to turn on Charlotte. Not Charlotte. No, Charlotte Flair is going to turn on Alexa Bliss. That's how it's looking. That's how it's looking. But Alexa Bliss really blew my damn mind tonight, saying that Her and Charlotte Flair were friends, and she trusted Charlotte. That's the word that really blew my damn mind. Alexa Bliss said she trusted Charlotte. What? This is the same damn person, like I said, that ripped your dog Lila to shreds. That was actually your only friend before Charlotte. The hell has came over you, Alexa Bliss? But like I said, man, it's yes, now I can bait Charlotte Flair is gonna turn on her ass. But like I said, I hope the story ends with Alexa Bliss getting her redemption match against Charlotte Flair by getting her first pinfall off her, and then to be on her resume that she's beaten all four of the four women, and she also avenges her dog. She avenges her dog Lita for Charlotte Flair ripping it to shreds 4 years ago. So I hope that happens. If Alexa Bliss don't get revenge on Charlotte Flair and get her first pinfall off Charlotte Flair, I riot. Because Alexa Bliss has beaten 3 of the 4 women. Not only she beat them, she also beat them to win titles from them. You know what I'm saying? So, and Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, all 3 of them has beaten Charlotte Flair in a lot of matches, but Charlotte Flair beat them to their matches win either way. So it don't make sense for Alexa Bliss not to never be able to beat Charlotte. Hell yeah, she would trick. Now, ain't gonna, man, you know what I'm saying? Alexa Bliss got me mad. That shit got me mad that I heard Alexa Bliss say that. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alexa Bliss, you know what I'm saying? Alexa Bliss got me mad tonight. You said you trusted her. Y'all were friends, and you said you trusted her. This the same damn person that ripped your damn dog to shreds 4 years ago at Extreme Rules, and you had to go to therapy. Like you talking about you fucking trust her. That's your friend. You trust her. Yeah, Alexa Bliss. You know what I'm saying? She got me mad. That shit got me mad as hell. She your friend. You trust her. The same damn person that ripped your damn dog to shreds. And had to go to therapy behind it. Get the fuck out of here with the dumb shit, man. Out of here with the stupid shit. And she gonna enlarge. I'm sure Charlotte Flair is gonna turn on her ass. But like I said, I hope the story still ends with Alexa Bliss avenging her dog Lily and getting her first redemption match off Charlotte by pinning her for the first time in her career. And to be on her resume that she's pinning off 4 of the 4 women. Then Alexa Bliss can move on and dethrone Chelsea Green for the women's U.S. title. And that can make her an official Grand Slam champion. So back to Maxine Dupri, man. So yeah, I'm Maxine Dupri. That's how they can make it. That's how they can make Maxine Dupri able to believe. That's how they can make Max. The way they can make they, you know what I'm saying. How they can make Maxine Dupri a believable. You know what I'm saying. Women's IC fighting champion. Have her to defend the title against big names like Bayley, Oscar, Kairi Sane, La Valkyria, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, people like that. And she retains. That would solidify her legacy as the women's IC champion. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thanks everybody for commenting, sharing your thoughts on my video, man. And I'll be probably doing a live stream up here tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. It's your boy Hitman D, and I'm gonna sign out.